The last time I saw Eva, she opened the door to her home dressed in nothing but a blouse and an apron so short it exposed her vagina. Although small, I felt as though she towered above me, her eyes flickering as if catching the view through train windows. She sat me down and handed me my legacy in the shape of a cereal bowl full of cigarettes. Eva was born into a destiny unhinged. Eva, whose desire it was to return to the ghetto for those days of patriotism and fight, to return to a place where her family still existed, her oldest brother and sister alive before dying to an uprising, her younger brother and father not yet taken by disease, her Sam and Sonia and mother still cloaking her with comfort before boarding the trains to Death's Gate. For all of the stories of those who rose above it, who fought it and reclaimed their lives, there are stories of those who were broken. Eva, the old woman. Eva, the kind aunt. Eva, the obsessive collector. Eva, the actress. Eva, the survivor. Eva, the receiver of shock therapy. Eva, the maniac. Eva was crushed, she was broken, clawing at the prospect of recognition and reward, only to be greatly disappointed. You see, there is no Hollywood filter that lays atop of death. You can't point a camera at the stench of rotting corpses and smoke bellowing out of Auschwitz chimneys. There is no soundtrack loud and long enough to muffle the cries of entire families lost in a breath, or tired feet marching in ill-fitting shoes for days on end in the snow. And whose plan was it? Whose devil's dice did she roll? What did she give that German soldier on that gravel road just to save her life? Who did she let inside her? Let mount her and fuck her just to walk on tombstone paved paths? I was too young to understand, too comfortable, too unaware of what it meant to be part of a time that wasn't filled with the sweet smell of eucalyptus and caramel flavoured ice creams with chlorine always coating my healthy body. My mother told me of a fragile woman obsessed with order so to contradict what volcano existed in her mind. My mother told me that her truth was only present in her psychosis, when she had no body to hold her and conscious thought to tame her midnight cries. And in the night, when no lies could be told, she met herself on that beach at that Baltic shore where she watched her sister pass away. In amongst the dead and dying, crying out, "I'm still alive, I'm still alive." So to be shot, so to finally rest after all she'd seen and lost. But every time this mantra attempted to pass through her lips, Noch am Leben, Noch am Leben, she felt the echoes from the shots vibrate through her sister's body just to protect her. Sonia, the human shield. Sonia, the newlywed. Sonia, 24 but somehow a brave and biblical matriarch. Sonia, bullets for her younger sister, just as I would for mine. Sonia, Eva's forever shadow. Some moments are just immortal. And years after the war, when she became pregnant, she was forced to remove the child that was planted in her body by the grace of a God that she barely believed in, knowing it was a kind of murder, but understanding that murder is a part of life, only then to mourn that child that she buried in the waters of the sewers, just as she'd watched her mother sink into the blood-stained snow, swallowed by her fellow dead. Towards the end of her life, she slept alone in an asylum. As the memories she so feverishly attempted to suffocate descended on her failing body, she became tiny. She started old and became younger. She attacked those who loved her and loved those who attacked her. I wanted to say something different about Eva. I wanted to say something different about my family, their struggles and historical pain. Find the threads between each generation, yet somehow this thread that I found was genetic memory in the form of madness.
Mom, why are we like this?
It's our legacy.
And I can tell you just one thing. I turned my whole attention to my sister. That girl, she was 24. She tried so hard not to die.